Welcome, everybody, to the MAFSI Member Spotlight. I'm here with Rich Packer, President and COO of American Metalcraft, and the immediate past president of NAFM. I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite non-work activity?
So my favorite non-work activity is going to Cabo San Lucas with my wife, which I just did last week, actually.
I can see the tan. Looks
Yes,
great.
thank you.
Awesome. Do you have a special place you go every time you go, or you kind of explore different locations?
There's a resort called Waldorf Astoria Resort at Pedregal, which is they actually built a tunnel through a mountain to get to just straight to that resort, and that's it. It is the most beautiful resort you've ever seen. It's one of those bucket list ones that you can't afford it all the time, but we try and go there at least once or twice a year.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm going to Mexico actually on Saturday.
All right, where?
Manzanillo.
Okay.
So south of PV.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Nothing like that, though.
No, okay.
My next question for you is, what's your guilty pleasure? What's something you can't live without?
It's got to be pretzels. It's disturbing that it's pretzels, but and lately it's been pretzel rods.
Okay.
And then if I'm really feeling like a little weird, then I get a tub of Mark's cheese that comes out of Wisconsin, and I just start dipping it into that, and it's probably not good for me. But I'm not a sweet person. I'm a salt person.
Okay.
So that's my driving thing.
What about soft pretzels? Is that part of the mix?
Oh, God,
or?
no.
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 Just-
Those are the bastard pretzels.
That's awesome. Next question is if you had to have your next best meal, where would it be and why?
It would be in New Orleans, Louisiana, at a place called the Gumbo Shop.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be there in a couple weeks. My family used to have a timeshare down in New Orleans. It was my parents' favorite place in the world. And this little place called the Gumbo Shop has the best jambalaya, the best gumbo you've ever had. And it's just a small kind of homey little place. And since I lost my parents in 2020 during the pandemic, it's just one of those places that just brings me back home, brings me to them. It's just such a wonderful spot.
Oh, I love to hear that. Kind of a pilgrimage back
Yes.
in honor of your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Food can do that.
Isn't it crazy how that is? The memories that just sink in from that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Next question for you. If you had one piece of advice to give a young person in this industry, what would it be?
It's fight for everything. Too often we sit back and we wait for something to happen. Everything that's happened to me in my career is because I fought for it or because I asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the bigger one, is it's okay to ask.
Yeah.
It's say, can I do that moving forward? And every little job increase I've had when I started at American Metalcraft 29 years ago as their sales manager, every step from there was just like, you don't like signing checks? I'll sign checks. I can do that. Is that all right? Can I handle that? Sure. Okay. Can I do that? Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, union contract. You don't like doing the union contract? I'll do the union contract. Are you okay with that? Sure. And it's as you build your reputation, you build it. And if you don't ask for it, they're just going to keep doing how they've done it. But you just need to be aggressive, assertive, and responsible.
Love it. You hear that, people? Ask for the order.
Right. Absolutely. Damn right.
We're in sales here. What's your favorite food service trend that you're seeing right now?
My least favorite food service trend, I'm going to go back, is food service delivery. But my favorite food service trend is really just this widening and opening up of the world. My kids, when they come home, it's not like, Dad, can you make a steak tonight? It's hey, there's this new Zimbabwe restaurant that's really good. We should try it. Or let's have Indian tonight. Or let's do Jamaican tonight. And growing up in a small town in Central Illinois, we didn't have that. It was Lum's, it was Hardee's, it was some of these old chains that don't exist anymore. And it was always the same thing. Now it's like the world's your oyster.
Yeah.
And in Chicago, we just have some of the finest restaurants in the world.
I mean, I think there's a good argument to be made. Chicago's the best food city in America.
Yeah.
So
that was nice seeing Chef Choi last night talk about it. And
Yeah.
he mentioned Chicago as one of his three favorite.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about upstate New York, like you were saying. No offense, guys.
I'll take his word for it.
Right.
What's your favorite part of being a MAFSI member?
It's just an interesting one because I've never really come to the conference. I've been, the last conference I was at was 16 years ago. We are tried and true MAFSI supporters. we don't change our representatives very often. We stick with the representation, and MAFSI helps support that path. It's a unique thing about our company is my sales team has been with us. I think the newest person's 7 years right now. The longest one is 16 years.
Wow.
I've got reps that have been with us for 30 years. I've got some reps that have been with us in the 20s. We like to find people that fit in with our family, and MAFSI's helped us do that.
That's a really high endorsement. Thank you so much.
No
Rich,
problem.
this was great. Nice getting to know you and talking with you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right.